And completely outdust and insult the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
Luigi, did you do it?
And completely outdust and insult the intelligence of the American people and lived experience. Whoa, back up! And completely outdust and insult the intelligence of the American people and lived experience.
Sir, your client said something to reporters as he was walking in about this being an insult to the American people. Do you have any comment on that?
I have to take a look at that. No, I don't have any comment on that. I just know that, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on something I haven't seen or heard.
Any comment on the outpouring of support there's been for him online?
No, I mean, people are entitled to their opinion, and like I said, if you're an American, you believe in the American criminal justice system, you have to presume him to be innocent, and none of us would want anything other than that if that were us in those shoes, and so I'm glad he has some support.
Listen, Nick, you just said a moment ago that that's what lawyers do when telling their clients to be quiet. What did you mean by that?
Well, no, I mean, because I'm going to do all the talking, it's you have the right to remain silent, and I believe in that right.
Are you, as a human being, aware of what happened in New York over the last week? Were you aware of this before you were retained? I don't have a whole lot of time to follow the news. I, of course, knew of it, but I don't follow a lot of things sometimes in the news because sometimes the press gets things wrong. Like I said, I was very irritated, getting some backlash already that some news agency had indicated we waived the we waived the extradition, and that's what irritates lawyers like me is if you're going to print it, get it right. Do you find it surreal that you're now representing the guy they've been looking for?
Yeah, I don't know. No.
Is this the biggest case you've ever been on?
Yeah, they're all big. All my clients, whether it's a speeding ticket or whether it's a death penalty case, which I am qualified to do death penalty cases in Pennsylvania, so they're all big. All my clients are equally important to me.
Can you just explain to regular folk what's going to happen, the timeline from now?
Like I said, probably something maybe in about the next month. Like I said, the judge set some motions, some deadlines, and they're going to have to come up with some things. We're going to have to come up with some things, and we're going to move forward with that. So. Just kind of pay attention to that.
It seemed like on the bench you guys were sharing a little laugh. Have you formed a little friendship with him?
Sharing on the bench? What do you mean on the bench?
When you were sitting up there at the table, you were kind of have you formed a little friendship with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's my client, and I want him to have trust and faith in me, and I have trust and faith in him, and we're human beings, and we have a relationship.
Is he going to have a trust in the system? Is he going to have a trust in the system?
Well, I'm trying to, that's why I talk about presumption of innocence, things like that. I'm hoping to instill that trust in the system with it. Again, I can't comment any further on that.
And that wonderful police officer who's been on this job for 6 months, not acted calmly and swiftly, God knows what could have happened. So I think the lessons coming out of Pennsylvania are that violence is not a way to answer questions and address problems, and that we have the gift of law enforcement here in this Commonwealth who care deeply about the safety and well-being of our fellow Pennsylvanians and our fellow Americans. I commend them for that.
We're still going to canvass. We're still going to investigate. Like I said before, we're going to provide an update in a couple of days by the police commissioner and the chief of detectives back at New York. I will say this though: if anybody out there that has any information that they think that will help this case, then please contact our tip line, which is 1-800-577-TIP. And remember, all calls are kept confidential.
Violence can never be used to address political differences or to address a substantive difference or to try and prove some ideological point. That is not what we do in a civilized society. That was true in Butler, it was true in New York City, and it's true anywhere. That is not how you make progress in this country. The suspect here who shot at that CEO and killed that CEO, he's a coward, not a hero.